We're
Hello,
live.
everybody. Hey. So we are live, and this is Matt and Mark of the Click and Learn software team. We are currently meeting up in Salt Lake City to discuss the future of the games and new things that we can do. It's been a great trip so far. Mark, would you like to talk about what we did yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday we drove through Toole County, Utah, all the way out to the Bonneville Salt Flats. And Matt got some pretty amazing footage with his drone, as well as amazing train footage of for his channel, Enterprising Engines 93. Is it 93?
Yeah, it's 93. You got it.
Nice. And it was a really cool time. I ran out in the desert for about 5 miles there and back. Went at a really slow pace and just kind of enjoyed the views. It's so cool if you ever get to go out to the salt flats. It's like, you know how that cracked earth kind of effect happens in the desert? Well, in the salt flats, it's just like that. When it rains in the salt flats, the water it kind of covers the entire salt flats in an even layer. If there's an inch of water, then there's an inch of water throughout the entire salt flats. And as it absorbs and dries, it creates this kind of pattern of the salt coming together, and you can see this cracked earth kind of look. And whenever you're closer to the rest stop, it's not as drastic because people walk all over it. But whenever you get out deeper into the salt flats, some of these, salt lines essentially get up to like 3 or 4 or 5 inches high. I tripped on a few of them. And Matt got out there to film among some of the higher ones, and it was just a cool experience. Really hot day. Bob was with us, and it was cool. We got some cool promotional videos of Bob. Matt's filming in the
He made
car.
new friends everywhere he went, as always.
Yeah,
He got us a free bag of ice. We
yeah,
drove from Salt Lake County all the way across Toole County, and there were almost no curves the whole way. It was just a straight shot, 80 miles an hour. And at the end of our trip, we got some Mexican food in a town just on the border of Nevada. And I didn't think we would ever get that far. But the
it
open
was in
road
Nevada.
was great.
It was in Nevada.
Was in Nevada? Right there, yeah.
Yeah, but you're right. It was on the border of Nevada.
Mhm.
It was awesome. And that Mexican food is really good. I think that was called the Salt Flat Cafe or something. So I don't think you have many options if you go to that town. What town were we in?
We were in Wendover. Was that what it was called?
I think you're right. I'm going to look that up.
Yeah.
Wendover, Nevada. Yeah, West Wendover. And
Oh,
or maybe no, you're right. It was Wendover. It was Wendover. And I don't think there were really many options as far as restaurants go, but if you do go to Wendover, the Salt Flat Cafe was excellent. Really nice people there. And they gave us a free bag of ice.
so that was awesome. And of course, Bob charmed him. He was talking to everybody that we ran into over there, but it was just great to meet tourists, meet people who knew about the area and could give us some information. And the salt flats themselves, I felt like I was on the surface of another planet. It was just so cool. I had never walked on a texture or a surface like that before. So that was terrific.
Yeah, it was really cool.
And of
Let's
course,
see.
we're here to learn more about Utah. I was struggling yesterday because Mark had put more time in studying on the Click and Learn software games, and he was able to recite all of them. And I'm still catching up with him. I still needed help locating everything. So I thought I would use this opportunity to play a game and show you all what we want to do. So I'm going to show you review mode of the Counties of Utah game. So we're going to get into the system, and we go to free channels, select new games, and then we go greetings from Utah. Let's learn the counties of Utah. And when you're in learn mode, as you see here, you play the game from the beginning where you learn 7 counties at a time. And then it sort of gradually builds up until you learn all 29 counties of Utah. But if I select review mode instead, it'll let me do all of them at once instead of having to do all of them incrementally. So now that I've selected review mode, I'm going to hit single player. And, I've been reviewing all morning, so I hope I do well here. I'm going to hit go. We're going to do Beaver, Box Elder, Cash, Carbon, Daggett, oops, I meant to hit this one. Duquesne. Then we have Emery. Then we have Garfield, Grand. Then we have Iron, Juab, Kane, Millard, Morgan. Then we have Pute, Rich up top, Salt Lake, that's where we left from yesterday, San Juan, San Pete, Sevier, Summit right on the corner, Tool, that's where we drove across, Uinta, Utah, then we have Wasatch, Washington, Wayne, and Weber. So
Wow.
did it. Got it. Okay. So review mode lets you jump right in, and you'll be able to play it all the way through. And I beat the clock too, which is great. So yeah, it's a quick and easy way to do it. Yeah. So I guess for our second order of business, I'm not ready to recite them yet. But Mark, do you think you'd be able to from memory after all the review you did yesterday?
I can try.
Okay.
Beaver, Box Elder, Cash, Carbon, Daggett, Davis, Duquesne, Emery, Garfield, Grand, Iron, Juab, Kane, Millard. Actually, it's funny. I remember Millard because I couldn't remember that one for a long time. And then I started just thinking of Cody Miller.
Yeah. Shout out to our friend Cody.
Yeah, Morgan, Paiute, Rich, Salt Lake, San Juan, San Pete, Sevier, Summit, Tool, Uinta, Utah, Wasatch, Washington, Wayne, and Weber.
I'm pretty sure you did it. I was trying to count along with you. I should have counted along with you from the beginning. I apologize, but that sounded right to me. But even if that was only like 25 or 26, they were in alphabetical, and that was from the beginning. And that's from like how much time have you put in studying, do you think, with Click and Learn to get to that point?
So with Click and Learn, I put in 15 minutes. I took a video of that, and so I know it was 15 minutes on Click and Learn, but that wasn't enough to get me to get those in order. So what I did is before the car trip yesterday out to the Salt Flats, I went back on Click and Learn and quickly wrote down all the counties.
Mm-hmm.
And then I recited it in my head because it's harder to get them mentally in alphabetical order than it is to get it on Click and Learn. At least it's, Click and Learn helps you initially, and then the additional parts really useful. But then it was good practice to have to recite it out loud. I think I probably recited it out loud in the car 3 times, maybe 4 times yesterday, and that really helped to cement it. Bob caught me initially. I missed Washington, and I didn't remember that because I actually forgot to write it down. And it's funny because Washington's kind of one of the easier ones for me to locate on the map because it's right in that bottom left corner. But yeah, so that was really good. I don't think I could have just memorized them in order if I didn't have that car trip to kind of recite them a few times. And when I was out in the desert and I was running, I decided I was going to try and recite them again. And I couldn't remember Carbon and Millard, which was weird. And that's why I came up with the Cody Miller thing for Millard. When I got back to the car, I looked at it and I went, oh, it's Millard. And I thought I need to come up with a way to memorize this so that I don't ever forget Millard. I think one of the hardest parts for me with memorizing counties and stuff like that, it's not so much the order of them because, when you're doing things in alphabetical order, it's not too bad. You can always be like, oh, I'm on M or I'm on P. The hardest part is just remembering some weird names like Paiute and
Mhm.
Tool. And Tool's even trickier because it's spelled Tuole. And it took me a long time to even come up with how should I pronounce that.
We might even get angry comments saying it's Thule. What are you doing?
It might.
If we do get comments in the chat, feel free to correct us for our pronunciation, because there are some things. We're from New Jersey. We had never heard of most of these counties before until we wanted to learn them while we were out here.
Yeah, exactly. But Utah's a beautiful state. I've never been out here, and I can't get enough of like how sunny it is. And yesterday I don't usually run that far or that often, but yesterday I ran like 8 miles in total just because it's so nice out. And when you sweat, it's like you kind of stay dry because the air is so dry. On the flip side, I had to buy chapstick today. Bob and I went to the store and we purchased some chapstick. Anyways, though, Matt, you should try and recite them in order because no pressure. It's okay if you mess up here and there.
Okay. So this is going to be challenging for me, but I'm going to do my best based on my review this morning. So beaver, box elder, cache, carbon, Duquesne, Emory. Okay. So I did get 6.
So wait, you said cache, carbon, Duquesne. There are 3 Ds.
There are 3 Ds. Oh, Daggett is first.
Mm-hmm.
Daggett, Duquesne. And is there one after Duquesne or is it before?
It's before Duquesne, but after Daggett.
Daggett, then beaver, box elder, cache, carbon, Daggett.
It's the smallest.
Oh man. Okay. Davis.
Yeah.
Duquesne, then Emory. Are there any Fs?
No Fs.
No Fs. Okay. Is it Grand next then?
Grand, not the next one. There's 2 Gs.
Oh, there's 2 Gs, but before Grand, there is. Okay. Davis, Daggett, Duquesne.
The first G loves lasagna.
Garfield. Dang it. Garfield.
Garfield.
Grand. Yeah, is Iron after Grand?
Yeah, nice.
Iron's after Grand. Okay, it's like I can locate them all, but pulling from the alphabetical is challenging for me still. Iron, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. I don't think there's a J.
There is.
There is? Is it just one J?
Just one J.
Just one J? Okay.
It's a few above Iron on the map.
Few above Iron? Okay. I know Millard is above Iron, I think. And then above Millard would be well, I'm lost. I can't pull it.
J-U.
J-U? Okay. Oh, Juab.
Yeah, nice.
There it is. Juab. Okay. That's something I need to work on because I'm transitioning to dialogue here because I'm worried I'm going to really be slow. But
no worries. You're fine.
One thing about the software is that you can utilize many of the 6 multiple intelligences while you're doing it to more efficiently remember things. And one part that I struggle with is the alphabetical order element. I could say the alphabet really fast in my head, but I can't pull from it as quickly as I could to speed through it.
No, it definitely takes practice. And also what we should do is instead of trying to force you through the entire thing, because it's a lot of counties, let's start from the beginning. It's kind of like another thing Click and Learn does. You do 7 at a time until you get those 7 down, and then you add the next 7. So start again at Beaver.
Okay, Beaver, Box Elder, Cache, Carbon, Davis, Daggett, Davis, Duquesne, Emory, and before Grand, there's Garfield and Grand.
Nice.
And then there is Jouab. That's the next one.
Not the next one. You skipped one.
Oh, it wasn't a G, was it?
Nope. You got the G's.
Okay. Okay, so Beaver, Box Elder, Cash, Carbon, Daggett, Davis, Duquesne, Emory. Oh, okay.
That's kind of going.
So Garfield, Grand, Iron, Jouab.
Nice.
Iron was the one I was missing. Okay. Well, that's already better than I thought I could do. And I guess you're absolutely right. Doing it 7 at a time, get it, then move on. That's the way you should do it.
Sometimes, yeah. So after Jouab, what do you have? H-I-J-K. What is K?
K. Okay. There is a K, right?
There is a K.
There is a K. Okay.
It's at the very bottom.
Oh, Kane.
Nice.
And there's another K, I believe, but it's further up. Is that
Just
the
Kane.
only K? That's just Kane? Oh, okay. So
After the K's, you're straight on to, there are no L's.
There are no L's. Oh, but there is an M or a few M's. I know Morgan is one of them. Millard, Morgan. But I do forget how many M's there are.
There's two. You got
There's two. So I got Millard and Morgan. I don't remember if there's an N.
There's not.
And I don't think there's an O either.
Mm-mm.
Okay. P. Oh, Pute. That might be the only P. P is
That's
the yes. P. There's no Q's.
No Q's.
R, I don't really remember. There are a lot of S's though.
There's an R.
Okay, the R. Rich.
Yeah.
Rich is that. I don't remember how many R's there are. I remember Rich for sure. Do you remember? Is there another R besides Rich?
There's not another R. Just you're onto the slew of S's.
Okay. So San Juan, San Pete, Salt Lake, Sevier. Oh, there's more than that though. I don't even think that was in alphabetical order. That was just me remembering.
So wait, you said Salt Lake?
Salt Lake, San Juan, San Pete, Sevier.
That is in alphabetical order, and there's one more.
There's one more. So after Sevier, there must be Summit.
Yeah, nice.
Summit, okay. And then there's T. There's definitely T. I remember Tool.
That's it.
I remember. Oh, that's the only one.
That's T.
And I know there's a ton of W's. So, but that might not be the next letter though. So
there's one letter before W that you have to focus on.
Oh yeah, U's. So there's Utah and Uinta. I remember those two. Are there more than those two? That's okay. All right. And then is it the slew of W's? Yeah.
It's not a slew of W's. It's a wad of W's.
Okay.
It's a slew of S's. I was kidding.
Yeah. Wasatch. I remember Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Wasatch and Washington. And then okay. Wasatch, Washington. Ooh, I'm sorry. I don't remember there was a third. Are there 4 or 3?
There's 4.
There's 4? Okay. Wasatch, Washington.
Think Batman.
Wayne.
Nice. And there's one last one. It's the very last one.
It's the very last one. So after Wayne, Weber. Okay.
Yeah, nice. There you go.
Okay, so I need to work on the flow. They're in there, but I think I need to like, believe it or not, I need to practice the alphabet because once I can like flow through it even faster than I can, but also recognize it, I think it will be easier to get through the alphabetical order of the games.
Also, memorizing the number of letters is so helpful because, like, knowing that there are 4 W's is huge to give you that kind of comfort to move on. Knowing that there's just 1 T, knowing that there's 2 M's, knowing that there's, you have Paiute, then you have Rich, just PR, just one of those. You won't struggle with like 2 B's and 2 C's, but 3 D's is actually kind of a lot. And it's important to know that so that you don't just say directly to Duquesne and moving on. Um, so even taking a second to step back and like memorizing the number of letters that occur is really helpful.
Yeah, I
Kind
was
of gets
thinking of taking a sheet of paper and writing every letter that is included so I would know which ones, like, don't get caught up on Z, don't get caught up on letters that you're not going to use at
yeah,
all. And then write like 4 W's in that
yes.
line. So I know that there's 4 W's. So these are ways that it can really help you because I know I can locate them now. I'm thrilled that it took the time that it did to do that. I wish I knew about Click and Learn when I had to list all of the United States in high school and grade school because I would have to review for hours to get it. But reciting is crazy, being able to do that. I can see now spending more time with you and Bob in person. I'm like, wait, I can do this. It might take a little time, but the strategies that I'm implementing from Click and Learn are helping me do it.
Speaking of which, let's do something. I'm gonna actually let's try doing the states. This is gonna be tough and we might completely mess up, but we're gonna have to count the number of states we do. And we're gonna
Ooh,
see if we get to
okay.
50 at the end. We're gonna try and go in alphabetical order. So I remember there are 4 A's. Bob helped us with this one time yesterday.
Mhm.
Do you remember the first A?
Yeah, I know the first 2. There's Alabama, Arkansas,
You skipped one.
Arizona,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
Alabama, Arkansas, Arizona, and I'm sure I know it, but they weren't in alphabetical order.
It's a big
I don't,
state.
it's a big, big state. Oh, Alaska. Jeez.
Alaska.
Huge
Okay.
state.
So we got Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas. I think there are no B's, which is surprising.
Yeah, no B's.
But there are 3 C's.
So Connecticut, then I'm like flying over the country, like one by one, figure it out. Connecticut.
Where is Dell from?
Dell is from. Oh, why am I blanking on the West here? Okay.
That's okay. He's from the Rocky Mountain state,
Oh, Colorado. Okay.
Colorado. And there's a huge state that you're missing.
Huge state. Okay. So Colorado, Connecticut, and big, big state. Okay. What's the
West Coast.
West Coast? Oh my God. California.
California. But yeah, pretty good. So we're at Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut. There are definitely D's. I know Delaware is one of them. I feel like there's got to be more than that. Can you think of any? But I'm not
So
sure.
Delaware. Huh.
This is where I'm completely lost. I think I had the first 2 letters, but D's, there's Delaware. Let's pretend that's it for now. We'll have to circle back. So we have
It comes
8
back,
total.
I'll blurt it out.
Yeah, we have 8 total, and we're moving on to E. I don't think there's an E.
Ooh, I think you're right. It didn't come to my mind.
F is Florida.
Florida. Okay.
G is Georgia.
Georgia.
So we have 10. H is Hawaii.
We have Hawaii.
There are 4 I's.
So Illinois, Iowa, and Illinois and Iowa,
Indiana.
Indiana, and
You said Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Idaho.
Idaho. There we go.
J.
J. Okay.
No, I don't think there are any J's.
It's funny, like when you say the letter, like all the news in the South and the West come up, and I'm like, oh, Jersey. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Stop.
But there are K's. Kansas, Kentucky.
Kansas and Kentucky, are those the only two?
I think so.
Okay, that makes sense.
L. Louisiana. And I'm pretty sure there's another L.
Louisiana and dang. Okay.
I think there's another L.
Yeah, we watched Bob in under a mile going 80 miles an hour name all 50 states. And it was
No
like,
other L. We got a comment.
no other L from Jenny. Thank you, Jenny.
How do you show the comments in the thing?
Okay. So I think Bob showed me how to do that, and I forgot. But well, Jenny, we would shout you out if we could. I'm learning how to do this still. But thank you.
We have M's. We have 8 M's. That's awesome. Thanks, Jenny. M's. We have
M's. Okay. So Missouri,
Massachusetts, Maine,
Massachusetts,
Missouri,
Minnesota. Goodness. Michigan.
Montana.
That's 5.
I think that was 6.
Oh,
Maine,
okay.
Massachusetts. Oh, Maryland. That's 7.
Maryland, 7. Okay.
So wait, Maine, Massachusetts, Maryland, Minnesota, Missouri, Montana. I'm losing track. But we have 1 to go, I think. Michigan.
Okay.
And we have 1 to go. Enterprise and Engine 93 says 8M countries.
That's interesting that I left that comment.
I think they mean states.
Oh my gosh. So there's 8. So we are missing 1. And we did say Montana. I thought that was one we would forget. We did Massachusetts. I wonder if it's somewhere in the center.
Yeah, maybe.
Our dear friends are up to bat for us right now.
Florida, Georgia, Maryland.
Okay. We did Maine. I think Missouri is what I said first.
You did say Missouri. You were quick on that one.
Did we say Minnesota?
Yeah, we said Minnesota.
We said Minnesota. Huh. Yeah. I'm going to have to do the alphabetical order sheet with the states.
Let me think. So, not Mexico.
Yeah, and not New Mexico either, but that's coming up.
That's coming up. The ends will be easier, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of news to get through in Nevada.
In Nebraska.
Which I wouldn't remember.
So we got the ends. Let's pretend that we just got the... So ends are Nevada, Nebraska, New Jersey, New York, New Mexico, New
Hampshire.
Hampshire, North Dakota, North Carolina. N's are done.
N's are done. And then with O, I remember Oregon.
And Ohio?
And Ohio. So we have those two.
I think that's it.
I think that's it for O. I think P, Pennsylvania is the only P.
Yeah. R?
R?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. Okay.
I think that's it.
I think that's right as well. Oh, there's 3 R's. We got to make sure we get it.
And another O.
And another O. Thank you, Jenny. Okay, we got to remember what this is. Oklahoma.
Nice.
Oklahoma. That was the
Oklahoma. And 2 more R's.
Oh, there's 3 O's. G. Okay, we got Ohio, Oklahoma.
You said it, Oregon.
Oregon. Oh, so we got it.
So we got those. But now we have 3 R's?
There's 3 R's. We have Rhode Island.
Or did Enterprising Engine 93 say 3 to the O's?
Oh, okay. Maybe that's what we got confused. At least I hope.
S's?
S's, okay. Lots of South. So South Carolina, South Dakota.
I think we're at 41, I think. Okay. And we skipped
must be close.
Yeah. That might be it for S's.
That might, yeah. Well, if we're wrong, maybe our little friend Enterprising Engine 93 will bail us out, or Jenny as well.
We got T's, Tennessee, and did we skip K's? No.
I don't remember saying Kentucky out loud.
Kentucky and Kansas, I think.
We did skip K, but I think we got them now. I think we did skip it.
No, I think I counted them.
Oh, you counted? You knew it, so now I know too.
Okay, wait. So T's, Tennessee, Texas.
Tennessee and Texas. 2 T's, Tennessee, Texas.
We have Utah.
Utah. Good that we didn't forget that.
Uruguay. I'm just kidding. No. So Utah and that might be it for U's.
Okay. I hear Bob laughing. I think there might be another U. Okay. Wow. So we have Utah. I'm like paranoid.
I know.
I'm so paranoid.
V is Vermont.
V is Vermont.
And Virginia. Enterprising Engine helped us out with that 2 V's.
Oh, thank you, EE93. Just so you know, the Enterprising Engine's best boy, our official lighting consultant, Bob Reynolds, is running my YouTube account right now. So if you're wondering how I'm here and doing that, that's how you know. It's best boy Bob Reynolds.
Never even heard the term best boy before, and I doubt many people have. So can you explain to people what best boy means?
Yes. So it was funny. Yesterday, Bob was helping me film on the ground in the salt flats, and I was just covered in salt because I was lying down. But when I needed shade, he would like stand over me with his hat and cover things up. And the best boy works on the electrical components of a film set and like deals with the wires, makes sure everything looks good, keeps everything consistent. And Bob just told us he didn't even know what a best boy was, but it was his dream to be credited as a best boy in a film project. So I'm going to make sure that I do that because he was a very efficient and capable lighting consultant on the Enterprising Engines episode I was working on. So Bob, you're the best boy. You're getting that credit. You're the geography best boy as well. And we're going to make you proud. This was a slog, but we're going to get every freaking state, even if it kills us. So let's do it.
All right. So we have W's left, and it ends on W's. There's no XYZ for the states.
Okay. Is Washington the first one?
Probably.
Okay. Washington, West Virginia.
I know Wyoming's the last one. I think there's Wisconsin, Wyoming.
Oh, Wisconsin. Yeah. Wisconsin, Wyoming.
I think that's the 4 W's.
Oh, so you remember that there's 4 W's?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think. And we have to get M's. We missed an M. So let's go back to M's. We have Maine, Massachusetts, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Montana.
Montana. Okay.
That's 7.
7. So we have to figure out what we could have possibly forgotten.
This poor state.
I know I'm going to be embarrassed. Is it somewhere in the Midwest? Maybe? Down by Louisiana. Mississippi. Oh, that's where my dog is from. Jeez. Okay.
You're going to have to apologize to your dog later. Poor Zelda.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Zelda. I should know where you hail from.
All right. Well, this was good. We sufficiently tried and failed at many things and eventually got through them. Do you want to try reciting the states of Utah one more time and then we call it?
Oh, every county of Utah?
County of, yeah. If you recite the states of Utah, it might be a little easier.
Yeah. No, you get so scrambled sometimes. Like yesterday, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do the counties of South America. And it's like, Matt, no, so we'll give it a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Beaver, Box Elder, Cache, Carbon, Daggett, Davis, Duquesne, Emory. Is there an F? Did we skip F? Okay.
No F.
So then there is, I know Grand is one of them, but it's not, there's 2 G's. Grand is one of them. But the first Grand is actually Garfield. The first G.
Lasagna. Yeah.
Garfield. Then I believe Iron is next. And is Juab the next after that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is there another J? No J.
No.
So I've gotten this far. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, K. I don't think there's a K.
There's a K.
There's a K. Is there one K?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, Kane.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Kane. Next is L. Okay.
No L.
Remember, no L.
Mm-hmm.
M. I know there's M's. So I know that there is Morgan. I know that there is, just spinning through it in my mind. I don't think Morgan's the first one.
Nope.
No. Gotcha.
First, you got to give a shout out to our good friend.
Uh-oh. Oh, Millard Morgan.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cody Miller. I'm not going to forget that now. So Millard and Morgan. How many M's are there? Were there 4?
Just 2.
Just 2? Okay.
Yeah.
N. Okay.
Now you skip a few.
I don't think there's an N or an O.
Nope.
And then P is Pute. And that might be the only P.
Yeah.
There's no Q. And then for R, Rich. Do you remember how many R's there are?
Just 1.
Just 1? Okay.
Before the slew of S's.
All right. So Salt Lake, San Juan, San Pete, and Sevier. That's 4 of them. And is there another one after Sevier?
Yeah.
Okay. So after Sevier, I did do Salt Lake. So Salt Lake, San Juan, San Pete, Sevier. Okay. And it's 1 more?
Yeah, you've been climbing the mountain of S's.
Climbing the mountain. Okay. Next comes a lot of W's. Okay.
Wrong, Jenny. Next
I'm almost ready for the W's, but I gotta get this S. Okay.
What do you get to whenever you climb a mountain?
Summit.
Yeah.
Okay. Summit. And then W's.
Not yet.
So-
First we have T.
Oh, T. I know that we have tool.
Mhm.
I know that we have
So you're done with T's.
that tool's the only one.
Mhm. And we're not quite to the wad of W's yet.
Gotcha. So U, okay. So Utah, Uinta, and okay.
That's it. Uinta.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting paranoid here. Is there a V?
No.
No. All right, so this is it, the W's.
This is it.
Washington, Wasatch, Weber, Warren. Am I crazy?
Not
No.
Warren. That's
I think
New
Warren.
Jersey.
Yeah, Warren is New Jersey.
That's the county we're both from.
Yeah. Okay, so Weber, Wasatch, Washington. Dang. How many more?
Just one. You already
Just
said the
one?
last one, which is Weber. You're missing out on a superhero.
Wayne.
Wayne.
Wayne. Okay.
Pretty good. I mean, that was definitely better than earlier.
It definitely was. So I'll keep, like, I can locate them all, but reciting is close. I need to write down all the letters like you did. And I think that'll help me streamline it quite a bit. But I am thrilled that, I probably put in an hour this morning and I can locate them at the very least. But
That's awesome.
being more familiar with all the names in the alphabetical order would help me a lot.
Yeah. Well, awesome, Matt. This was good. I guess we should probably schedule a next stream. Maybe tomorrow we're busy at noon here. Maybe we try and get a stream done in the morning. Who is Flying Scotsman Productions?
So Flying Scotsman Productions is the friend of mine that I was filming in Tennessee with last week. And I told Seth a little bit about Click and Learn. So Seth, thank you so much for joining us. If you want to see me struggle a lot with the counties of Utah and the 50 states, we made progress, but we definitely had to get the gears turning to do it. Thank you so much for joining us. But yeah, we're learning counties and we're remembering states.
Yeah, and tomorrow I think we can probably stream for a little bit, probably around 9 or 10 a.m. What is this called? Mountain time.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Bye, guys. Bye, Matt. It's been good.
See you, Mark. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Jenny. And thank you, Seth. Thank you for tuning in today.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
End stream.